won't, but we shouldn't have any more insurance items on that. So, again, Doug commented on the West Market Street Bridge. Then last weekend was a busy one. A lot of things going on around town for the 4th. A lot of good activities. Police auction went well. I haven't seen the final number, but I know it was somewhere around $8,000 they netted. So it was a pretty good event, and a lot of activity at the airport with biplane rides and the chicken barbecue and the fill dirt and the dozers and the fireworks. So just brought a lot of people through town, and I think this weekend will be another one. So thank you.
Mayor.
Just piggyback off of what Kerry said, you know, the 4th went really well. The auto show was as big as I've ever seen it, with several food trucks there. So it went real well. This coming Saturday, July 11th, is the Park Fest, and if you don't know anything about it, there's going to be an NFL punt, pass, and kick competition. 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
Don't look at me.
Sand volleyball tournament, tennis tournament, fishing derby, rock climbing wall, a disc golf tournament, cornhole tournament, dog park activities, hot air balloon liftoff, and last but not least, a celebrity dunk tank. And Kerry's going to lead it all. He's going to be the first to do it. So get in there and spend some money to get him wet. And I will probably be doing the last trick.
So what time will Mr. Brugger be there? I need to put this in my phone.
I asked that I could be the first one in, because I don't mind it being cold, but I'd rather it be clean. So, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
So anyway, you know, come out to the park and have a good time. There'll be a lot of things going on, so come out and enjoy yourself. That's it.
Thank you, Mayor. I hate to say this, but I was out and about a lot the last couple weeks and talked to a ton of people. Remind everybody we are on YouTube. I want to start that off. Make sure everybody knows, but if you don't have DirecTV or any TV coverage of the council meetings, you can get it on YouTube and tell all your friends and relatives that maybe have missed it. I had somebody tell me about the recycling bins, that they heard that they were $2 more a month to use the big ones than the small ones, and I said, I don't think that's true, and you can come into the city and get a tall recycling bin and trade your old bin if you want. Is that correct? I hope I didn't lie to him.
When we started recycling, every address got a maroon bin. We logged that for every address. Some people have come back and gotten a second bin, the maroon bin, and there's no charge for that. If we found that an address has had more than 2 maroon bins, there's a $10 charge to buy a maroon bin. So we've had a lot of houses where people have moved out, taking the bin with them, somebody else moves in, I don't have a bin. Well, the property's already received more than their limit, you have to pay to buy the bin. The other option is we have the rolled cart that Waste Management offers by calling Waste Management directly, and the first one is free.
Okay.
So
I didn't lie to them. I told them they couldn't get one for nothing because they were concerned about the amount they were recycling and it was getting all over. So
yeah,
okay.
Wheeled cart's also an option. So
great. Thank you very much. Our prices, I don't know who to check with. Prices of fuel at the airport, are we competitive? Somebody told me we were really high.
We adjust the price every time we get a load. I know the last year or two, because of the cycle, the way things are falling, we were always on the high end of the fuel prices, and we look at it usually like a 40-mile radius. So the last 2 or 3 purchases we've made, we've been either at or below, within a penny or two of average from the 40-mile radius. So we are not anywhere near the high end. I couldn't tell you the exact price for any given day, but if somebody has a question, more than happy to call me or call Lou at the airport.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Just call Lou and find out what the price is.
Find out what it is.
He can probably tell me where we're at on that. Okay. Hangars. Another person said they're interested in a hangar, been on a list for several years and haven't heard anything. I don't know where we're at on hangars. Call Lou again.
All the hangars we have are full, are being utilized. We're trying to utilize, and doing some shuffling around, trying to utilize all the hangars to their capacity. We are looking at, and we will probably bring to the next council meeting, some repairs and upgrades that need to be made at the main hangar, particularly the doors, that we've been trying to repair them and fix them over the last 3 years, and get to a point where, their tongue is dragging on the main hangars. We just almost have to have a tractor sometimes to push them open. But there are some repairs there, but there is a waiting list. We do have people interested in wanting to build T-hangers. They're talking about a group getting together to build T-hangers. The challenge with that is, what you put in a hangar, you also have to be able to get your airplane in and out of the hangar, which requires asphalt, taxiways, and tarmac. That isn't in our budget. We can't get it worked into the FAA plan. We typically aren't able in a position to go do it. But we are looking at ways of being creative as we can to allow additional hangars to be built. We're not going to say we're not, but there isn't anything currently on the books that says we're building one in 6 months. I talked to the FAA today on another matter, and we talked about hangars. There's a process. Anytime we build a hangar, we have to go through and get their approval to make sure that we're not interfering with the airport layout plan and the master plan, environmental assessment, and that type of thing. So to build a hangar isn't an easy feat. Probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $400,000 to $500,000 to build a set of T-hangers. And that's not anything that we have in our budget. But again, if we can make things work, I know we've got a group that's very creative. We can make things work, we'll try to make it work. But there are some people that moved up on the list, and unfortunately there's some that have moved off the list, and the fact that they've gone elsewhere because we couldn't accommodate them as quickly as they wanted to be. But right now, all of the hangars are full or in the process of being filled through the list. So. Long answer to a short question.
That's a long answer to a short question. Speaking to that, if there's such a demand, how often do we adjust the rent?
We adjusted the rent 2 years ago, and it's adjusted a little bit this time, effective July 1st. Nothing significant, because we wanted to keep things rolling. So we did adjust them, I think, about 2 years ago.
If you have 100 people waiting for hangars, it must be worth a lot. Okay. Moving over to this side, Dwight, Cemetery Board.
Yes, I've heard of it.
And last meeting, you talked a little bit about it, and you wanted to get together with some people. Somebody asked me. So when do we want to do that?
When do you want to do it? She's also on the board, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Let's get a date on the calendar.
We'll wait till August? Vacation times may be over, and
Well, were there particular volunteers that were interested in?
I had a couple of people I talked to and I said I'd find out from Dwight.
Okay. We can do it just about any time except for Tuesday nights.
Okay. You're ahead. You pick a night, and I'll tell them all.
How did I
See how
end
many
up?
people show up.
How did I end up in this?
You volunteered. I
Yeah,
think you weren't here that night when we talked about it. We made you the head of it.
Okay, I get it. I understand. Well, we could do it, say, the 28th?
28th?
Wait, I'm in the wrong month. Hold on.
I don't even know the calendar.
Sorry. Okay.
That's Tuesday.
Yeah, actually, Tuesday the 28th. If we're not, are we having a work session this month?
We're planning
think
on
we
that
are.
work session. I think you had an
Okay.
item on the agenda.
Okay. Yes, I do. Well, why don't we go offline and we'll pick a date?
Okay,
And then maybe we'll announce it at the next meeting, and then whoever wants to
That'll
come
work.
can come, and that'll give us enough time to
that'll work.
get things
We
together.
can get it
Okay.
rolling anyway.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
that.
Appreciate it, thank you. I'll close with that and say that the administration has requested an executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22, parentheses G, parentheses 2, to consider the purchase of property for public purposes or the sale of property at competitive bidding. If premature disclosure of the information will give an unfair competitive or bargaining advantage to a person whose personal private interest is adverse to the general public interest. That's the official request for the executive session. So if you're so inclined, I need a motion to that effect.
Mr. President, I move that we adjourn to executive session.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Thackeray.
Yes.
Mr. Pena.
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman.
Yes.
Mr. Fields.
Yes.
Mr. Evans.
Yes.
Mr. Paul.
Yes.
Mrs. Smith.
Yes.
We will be going to executive session. We will come back here and adjourn the meeting. No more business will be happening tonight. Remember to tell all your friends and relatives about YouTube. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.